Welcome tarot readers, April here, and today I want to do a review of Godfrey Dowson's Hermetic Tarot. This is a Golden Dawn tarot and it's just packed with tons of symbolism and maybe a deck that you're less familiar with. Before I jump into showing you the cards, I want to let you know that down below there's timestamps and you may not want to know about the box and the card strength and all that. You may just want to get into the cards. Use those links down below to jump to the part that interests you the most. I also want to invite you to get my free tarot printable. There's a PDF of that and there's a link in the description box down below as well. Let's jump into the cards and see why this deck is becoming one of my favorite decks. All right, first off the box, I always start off there. Very cheap, very flimsy, just a mass-produced deck. Nothing special about that at all. The cards themselves, the backs are lovely with a kind of a nod to the Marseille style of deck, if you're familiar with that. Cardstock, really good. And again, no way to tell if it's upright or reversed, which I like because I read reversals. The book, the little white book, it is actually a little white book. However, it's a little bit better than that. This little white book starts out each card with a description of what's going on in the card, which is really nice. And so it kind of draws you into the card and maybe draws your attention to things that you didn't know were important. And then there is a section for the meaning. I do think that this is a good springboard for learning about Hermetic symbols and what the Golden Dawn found profound and meaningful about each card. Of course, this is a black and white deck, which is different than what you may be used to working with. And in some ways, I find that less distracting, especially with all of the symbols that you find on each card. It's really a treasure trove of Hermetic and mystical symbols that you can research and really grow your knowledge of esoteric science. I find the court cards very expressive in this deck with so much going on to really explore these characters that you don't always find in illuminated decks. For those of you who are students of tarot, you'll notice there's a bit of a nod to the earlier Marseille decks without the illumination of the PIP cards being so intense. However, that's not to say that all of the PIP cards are not illuminated. As you can see here, there's plenty of variation and lots going on to speak to you. The major arcana is still reminiscent of Waite's version of the tarot. And the deck still maintains the Rider-Waite system with 8 being strength and 11 remaining as justice. Something noteworthy about the cards is that they have small phrases at the bottom of each one, which are intriguing, like this one on death here that says, "Child of the Great Transformers." A little variation with this one being called the Blasted Tower. Last two things worth noting is that each card has the Hebrew letter in the corner and it also uses Roman numerals. And this has made me much better at recognizing my Roman numerals much faster. I hope you see how intriguing this deck is. I really love it. And if you're into researching symbols or already into Hermeticism, you'll find this deck really speaks to you on multiple levels. If you're looking for something to spruce up your tarot reading, check out this video over here. It may interest you, or you may want to go to my tarot channel where I read tarot on Ascension in your cards over there and learn by watching. Until we meet again, blessed be.